Lack of education on Dominican baseball players. Baseball is a national sport for the Dominican Republic. I'm from that city right there, which is Santiago. In the Dominican Republic, it is usual for kids to start playing baseball at ages 3 to 5, mostly because their parents want the kid to play baseball and not because the kid actually wants to play baseball. Due to this, by ages 10 to 15, kids tend to have developed an amazing and outstanding talent for baseball. This is something that impressed a lot of managers from the Major League Baseball or MLB as it's known. Since 1970, the MLB has been signing people from the Dominican Republic thanks to the help of recruiters, or as they know in the Dominican Republic, scouts. MLB recruiters have an amazing impact on on boys in the Dominican Republic. The idea of making it to the MLB is something seen as the only way in which the kid and his family can leave the Dominican Republic. Most people want to leave the Dominican Republic due to the lack of jobs and opportunities. Many boys are pulled out of schooling to train with MLB recruiters to potentially make it to the MLB. However, out of 100 kids that get picked up by teams, only 2 or 3 make it to the MLB, which is extremely low considering the amount of people that get signed every year by the MLB. Most of the recruiters look for kids are young age, kids that are going to be effective for long periods of times. This process, as I said earlier, take kids out of the education system and leaves them lacking of full education. Thus, these kids are less able to enter the workforce as productive as they should. In the Dominican Republic, there is 15 different grades. The first grade you started when you were 3 to 4, depending on how your school were in the Dominican Republic. I personally started school when I was 2. For playing baseball, kids are dropping out of being taken out of school at grade 8, which is between ages 10 to 12. The problem here is that kids are not getting the proper education at this level because the way the education system is set up. Between grades 1 to 8, kids learn the basics. Not knowledge is really given to the kid. Knowledge regarding the real life. The real education starts in grades 1 to 4, known as 9 to 12 in the U.S. In grades 1 to 4, or 9 to 12, kids are learning and getting all the knowledge necessary to go out in life and to be ready to get a job. But because they're dropping out of grade 8, they're not getting the knowledge necessary to succeed. One of the main causes of this problem is that teams give more money to kids at an early age. As you get older, the chances of you getting a good contract decrease. According to the MLB, the youngest that you can get signed is 17. But what's actually going on is that kids are getting signed as soon as they become 13. You will ask yourself, how is this happening then? Well, there's an illegal mafia that signs kids verbally. This verbal signing occurs between the coach of the kid and the recruiter. The recruiter makes an offer. If the coach agrees with it, a verbal signing is made. Neither the coach nor the recruiter communicates this to anyone else. Not even the MLB office in the Dominican Republic is notified about this. This signing is occurring to those kids that drop out of school. When the kids that go to regular school notice that this is happening to those that are not going to school, they decide to drop out of school too to pursue their dreams. This is creating a domino effect that will eventually make every Dominican baseball players drop out of school. But as I mentioned earlier, not all the kids that get picked up by a team make it to the MLB. Most of these kids focus so much on becoming baseball players that they forgot to create a plan B just in case baseball didn't work out as they expected to, leaving most of these kids without education, job experience, and with a few chances of having a decent life. There's one solution that I feel that will solve this problem forever. That solution is to create an international draft that will hold players into the same school requirement that American players are held to. With the creation of this new system, baseball players are going to be able to have at least a plan B just in case baseball doesn't work out as they want it to. And for those players that are currently playing baseball and do not know how to speak proper Spanish or English, I think that the solution would be to create a school inside the MLB system that would allow them to go to that school to recover and to gain all the knowledge that they left out when they become baseball players. Well, that's my project. I hope you enjoy it. You know how this gave you an idea of how hard it is to become a baseball player and how dirty this sport is and how is that everything is going on, especially in the Dominican Republic. Thank you for watching or hearing. JOSTIN. Peace.